Hello everybody. Boy, it's been a killer week for me this week. Some of it will be explained in the dialogue below. I won't go into it too much right now. I might get to it later on. But the first part of it concerns this photograph behind me. Everybody recognized that this is F.W. Wakefield's home that used to be down by Main Street Beach. Called it Harborview. It's a nice photograph. This was a black and white glass plate negative that I developed, and then I've colorized it. I had to work on it a little bit because I wanted to get the grass greener. In the original colorized version of this photograph, the grass was a little brown like you see in the lower right-hand corner of the photograph. And the tile roof, I think, is probably a lot redder. But I wanted to. It's a nice photograph of the building. It looks good, and I put the sky in the way it looks there on purpose, like a stormy type sky. And I put it on Facebook, and I made a comment about it that I think, and I sincerely believe this, that the will was not there to save that home. It should have been saved. I know the excuses. It surprised me that so many people disagreed with me. I didn't say it in those terms that I just said there. I didn't say it was the will of the people that didn't save it, but it was the gist of what I had to say. But people said, no, the house was full of asbestos, and there were all kinds of reasons that it should have been torn down. And I don't doubt that there was asbestos in that home. I don't doubt it at all. I don't doubt that maybe there were leaks in the roof. I don't doubt that some things would have been difficult to repair. I don't doubt any of that. But I know this, that the will to do that, the will to preserve that home, did not exist. It wasn't there. If it was, the home would still be there. Do I agree with them having torn it down? No, not at all. I believe it was a historic home for a lot of different reasons, but we'll never know about any of that. What will happen in the end is that there'll be a brass plaque put on the top of that hill to talk about Wakefield and the previous existence of this big home that was on that hill. And that's okay. That's the way it's going to be. But I don't want people telling me that it couldn't be preserved. That is not true. The will wasn't there to preserve it, and that's it, plain and simple. The monies involved could have been gotten not from taxpayers, but they could have been gotten through grants, etc. It wouldn't have been immediate, but it would have been done. And what could they have done with a home? Probably a million different things. They could have had a gift shop in there. They could have had a little restaurant in there for people. They could have had weddings and would have had weddings there because they were there in the past. They could have had meetings there. There was a lot of uses for this building. And I think, yeah, it was a shame that it's gone. Now, the people who wanted to get rid of it, that's fine. They got rid of it. They got it. It's done. But don't tell me that it couldn't have been done. That is not true. Where there's a will, there's a way. There are homes all over the United States in worse condition than this home. And so don't tell me it couldn't be done. It could have been done. And it wouldn't have been all as expensive. But the people in charge, the people there, did not want it there. They wanted what they got, so they have what they have. And that's okay. It's like when you vote for something, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Well, in this case, I'm on the losing end of this. But I don't want to hear somebody tell me that it couldn't have been done. It could have been done. So if I was a little short about this, I'm sorry. But I think what I say is true.